Hey, good morning. It's your girl Miriam, Mimi, and I am coming to you live from my car with part 7 of my experience with the narcissistic, egotistical sociopath, also known as Bishop Rick V. Cosby or Rickinsky Cosby. Um, Before we go further, you already know. Pause this video and like, share, follow, subscribe to Songbird Since Birth on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Okay? Go ahead and do that. Part 7. I want to talk to y'all about other women. Okay. During his time here, posing as a bishop and a businessman, he was trying to, no, not trying, he actually was entertaining other women, and there were some women he was trying to entertain, some women that he was alluding to entertaining. But yeah, so back in April, excuse me, the pastor, the pastor that I feel, the one whose church I think he was trying to take, that pastor had to preach at another church in April, and he was like, yeah, Pastor so and so has to preach at this particular church. I'm gonna go support him. You want to go? And I was like, well, what night is it? He told me the night, and I was like, no, I can't go because that's my daughter's birthday. So, I'm going to celebrate her birthday with her. So he was like, all right, I might not go either. Well, anyway, he decides he goes anyways. Once he's there, he gets fixated on a young lady there and said that he was staring at her throughout the service, trying to get her attention and making, like bucking his eyes or whatever, trying to get, and I know she's not lying when she said this. And I'm saying she said this because the young lady reached out to me. I had gotten a Facebook friend request from her, and then she took it back. Well, anyway, she did reach out to me, and she was like, my name is Alexis, and he was trying to talk to me. I didn't know you. He kept trying to make me know you. He really wanted me to know you so bad, and I kept telling him I don't know Miriam. He's like, oh, you know Miriam. Everybody knows Miriam. She sings here and there. She, somebody always got her singing somewhere. And she's like, I don't know her. And I didn't know her either. Well, anyways, it had come to my attention that some people were in a group video chat discussing he and I. So I told this person, I said, well, add me to the call, because if they got questions and comments or whatever, can't nobody answer the questions about me better than me. So my buddy adds me to the video chat, and so I come in like, I heard y'all was looking for me, here I go. So I said, what y'all want to know? Let's talk. So that's when she actually introduced herself to me. And she's like, she just started talking. She's like, yeah, he was, trying to talk to me, and he was talking about marriage to me. He had told me that, he was engaged. So I'm listening. Like, this ain't even making sense. Like, if he told you that he was engaged, how are you even entertaining the thought of him talking marriage to you? But okay, this is your story. Tell it how you see fit. Y'all, this lady said that she went to a meeting with him at a hotel. And she basically said that after the meeting, she did go upstairs to his room, because he invited her to come upstairs to his room because he had to change clothes for another meeting. Now she goes to his room, and he managed to get her out of her leggings and get between her legs. And then she says, I kept saying, no, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And he took it from me. I said, so are you saying he raped you? She was like, well, yeah. I said, well, you need to go to the authorities on that. Now, I'm not defending him in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't believe he raped her because she continued to talk to him and see him, you know, and things of that nature. I don't know if they were sexual anymore after that. I believe they were, but that wasn't a concern of mine. Moving on to, now, again, I don't know if she's slow or if she think I'm slow, but the story wasn't adding up. Like, you go to this office meeting at a hotel as opposed to his office. So that was something altogether. Like, I don't know why you felt the need to tell me that. I don't care, honey. I'm not coming to you woman to woman at all. In fact, she sought me out. Another young lady named Candace. Candace was supposed to be his secretary. Y'all, my first encounter with Candace, we were at a meeting at his office. Candace had that's my man energy, and boo, I don't like you. I mean, she was eyeballing me. The next time I saw her, actually, he told me, my secretary don't like you, and she says the next time she see you, she gonna whoop your woo woo woo. So what did I do? He told me, he was like, hey, you want to have lunch? I said, yeah, we can have lunch. I said, where you at? He said, at the office. I said, I'm on my way, because I knew she was a secretary, so I'm going to be seen. I'm going to go be seen, okay? Now, here's the thing. I didn't believe that she said any of this initially, because I'm like, this lady don't even know me. I later believed that she said it because our next encounter, she was like giving, I'm riding or die for my man. Like, she really thought that she was winning, y'all. She has since found out that, like, when he ran off with that money, she since found out. I don't believe she has been paid either. In fact, I think he stopped taking her phone calls too. Okay, moving on to Monica. Monica, myself, and this guy and him, we had went to lunch one day for a business meeting. We discussed what we discussed, and that was that. Unbeknownst to me, they continued to converse. She told me herself that he had called her again, and she was like, he called me and I was kind of uncomfortable with the phone call because he was talking to me, you know, like he was trying to get to know me on a different level. And she said he told her he wanted to take care of her and her family, and she said, no, we good, you know, God provides for us X, Y, and Z. I talked to her yesterday. She said, and I told him, don't call me no more. And I haven't talked to him since, sis. I ain't talked to him since. Yesterday, she calls me and we're talking. And she says, you know what? I'm glad all this is coming out. He had invited me to PAL for a meeting. And I told him I was going to get him 10 minutes. First of all, PAL doesn't open until 5 o'clock, okay? And you don't go to PAL for a 10-minute meeting. Everybody knows that. PAL is like a date place, so... But that's your story. You tell her how you want to tell it. But the math wasn't mathing to me because she's like, I said, well, why didn't you tell me this, you know, before? She says, well, he had said that y'all weren't together and you said that y'all weren't together. I said, but at the time that this is what I'm thinking. At the time that I told you we weren't together, you had stated in that conversation that you had already told him don't contact you anymore and you wasn't talking to him no more. Now you're saying, oh, after you told me that y'all wasn't together, I did go over to PAL. First of all, that's your story. You tell how you want to tell it. But again, the math ain't math to me. I'm saying all this to say that the man was putting on this big, I'm such a bishop in the Lord's church. I'm this, I'm that. And y'all, he was out here trying to trick off his money. Well, he sent this one girl $50. I think he sent somebody else $75. Like, he wasn't doing no for real money. He was making promises. He told Monica he was gonna give her $5,000. She never saw it, and then she said that's when she became offended. You know, I don't know. You ain't my stories to tell, but I'm gonna come back in a little while with a little bit more for y'all. So y'all stay tuned. I'll be back.